Hey, and then something happened on the way to Wall Street. What happened?
Exactly. It was not a mild day yesterday. The Dow lost 373 points, closed at 20,607. And that was the worst day for the markets since September, as rising political turmoil cast doubt on the president's economic agenda. Financials sold off the most, but there was broad-based selling. For the past month, we have had low volatility, not seen since 1969, but that was all shattered yesterday with the volatility that we had and the market drop.
All right. We'll get to what the does today. But first, let's get some company news and start with Cisco. What are we hearing from them?
Right. Cisco Systems reported earnings yesterday after the bell. Revenue fell 0.5% to $11.94 billion, and they made a profit of $2.52 billion, or 50 cents a share, 4 cents higher than expected. Cisco expects revenue to fall 5% this quarter and plans to lay off about 1,000 employees. They currently have about 72,000 employees.
What about household debt? What's that looking like?
That is a big number. U.S. household debt increased by $149 billion in the first quarter to a new record of $12.87 trillion. Job gains and economic growth helped fuel the increase. We surpassed the old record set in 2008. However, at that time, the debt was 85% of GDP, and today it's 67% of GDP. So we've got a lot of room to grow as far as getting in more debt.
That's really interesting. And then finally, what are we hearing from our friends overseas in Japan?
I know. It's kind of fun to talk about Japan. The Japanese say their GDP increased 2.2%, helped by a rise in household spending and strong demand for technology-related products. This was the fifth consecutive quarter of expansion for Japan, the longest stretch in the past decade. Japan still has a big economy, and it's nice to see it growing.
Yeah, finally. Some good news coming out of Japan. All right, Scott Crothers, after the rough day on Wall Street yesterday where everybody took a tumble, what does it look like today?
Well, it looks like it's going to be a rough start again. The futures on the Dow look off about 100 points right now. We get a look at first-time jobless claims and a few earnings, but the political issues still seem to be hanging on, and that's what's moving the market right now.
All right, Scott Crothers, watch the tea leaves for us. Come back and tell us all about it tomorrow.